All right, welcome all to the round of 16 Mappool showcase. We've got some nice and spicy picks set up for you this time around, as well as an increased overall pool difficulty. So we're not going to be seeing as many double FCs next weekend as in the first weekend.
Oh, I am definitely expecting things to get pretty spicy there. So,
Yep.
what's the overall pool difficulty looking like, Legless?
It's going to be similar to qualifiers, I think. And you'll know because of the star difficulty of No Mod 1, but we'll get there when we get there.
Okay, but really, I want to hear about that real difficulty of No Mod 2. Come on.
Yeah, I mean this week's No Mod 2 is hey, I'm not Huang. Alright, anyways, this week's No Mod 2 is actually higher star rating than the qualifiers one, but in my opinion it's quite a bit easier. It's
That's
also
kind of
like
good.
it's also short. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
Yeah, that should serve players well. I definitely remember a lot of people noticing that No Mod 2 was on the hard side, and the score certainly reflected that. I think that was a top score of 600k in the qualifiers. So,
well, if Streamer here is ready to get right into it, then I think we're fine to go.
yep.
I'm gonna wait until it shows the star rating of this map. Oh wait, do we have? Yeah, look at that! When you see it! When you see it!
I did not want to see it. I really did not want to see it, but I guess we have something to talk about with this No Mod 1, right? It's No Mod 1, not much really to talk about here. So...
when you definitely have an epic Corsace moment and you make the qualifiers and the round of 16 No Mod 1 both 727.
I swear, man, this is rigged. This is just so rigged.
Anyways, talking about the actual map itself, it's your typical Toho arranged rock song at 190 BPM. However, this map's kind of interesting because it's definitely a little bit more streamy than your average No Mod 1. It's not entirely aim-based, as you can see. There are quite a few space bursts thrown into the mix as well.
Yeah, there seems to be a decent bit going on compared to a No Mod 1, right? This is not just like jump training. This is, there's some kick sliders, there's some streams, there's some, yeah, of course you've got the jumps, right? They were there. It can't be No Mod 1 without jumps, but definitely more consistency oriented, I'd say.
Mapped by a very good mapper, Sky Tuna.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to see more of that mapper, and we likely will in the future, so...
Spoiling customs, huh?
I'm just saying, man, it's not much of a spoiler when you're, like, talking about so many mappers, you know? Like...
Oh, this is a collab! I messed that up. Yeah, I should have put it on the sheet. Oopsies. The difficulty name is literally collab. I'm really dumb. Okay, whatever. We'll fix that.
Hey, since it's like 4 minutes, why don't you find out who the other person in the collab is there?
Someone said it in chat. That's why I noticed.
Oh, okay. You with the Twitch chat. I see you.
I like interacting with chat, bro. Alright. Guitar solo here, jacking up the difficulty a little bit, with the jumps especially.
Yeah, so this song bangs, right? I'm not used to No Mod 1 songs actually being good, but I think that's what we get at these star ranges, so...
Yeah, man, Toho is my favorite anime.
Okay, you're cringe, man. Like, I think I'm gonna need you to step aside. Yeah, alright, so, other than, it seems like there was definitely a little big difficulty spike, towards the end of that solo there. Pretty typical. Looks like stream aim becomes a focus. Don't miss those cut streams. I don't know why they're cut streams here, but, no.
I can't believe the replay player.
Very true. So, this No Mod 1's not the doable. Yep. That's all I gotta say.
Unfortunately, Baddie's not even playing. Look at
No.
those locks.
Oh man, those end jumps too. I feel like a lot of players are gonna have, they're gonna have a really good time for the first 2 minutes, and then it's just like the nerves are gonna come in, and we're just gonna see it all come down to like like the solo and that last part. So,
Collab moments.
woo!
All right. So moving on to Nomad 2, it's gonna be a pretty interesting map. We have Zai, Gario Tensei, leaders 4 dimensions. Now this map's kind of interesting because it's a stream focused map, but again it's not totally streams. Like it's kind of like Nomad 1 and 2 kind of have a reciprocal relationship where Nomad 1 actually has some streams and Nomad 2 has some jumps.
Gotcha. So they're both kind of consistency maps. This one just has more of a stream focus. Makes sense.
Well, actually, this map's not very long, but it has a long stream.
It's all about like the long stream consistency, I'd say, and that's definitely what we're seeing here. You know, it's got a couple turns here and there. It's by leader, right? If you've been playing tournaments somewhat recently, you will have been seeing leader quite a bit. I know he had a custom in OWC, for example. Pretty classic, straightforward stream mapper. Doesn't do anything crazy, and if you're just a stream lover, then this is kind of what you're here for. So,
although some of those square jumps can be quite tricky, so.
It's okay. Squares are PP patterns now, don't you know?
Yeah, explains why this map's 7 stars.
Exactly, man. Right. You should just follow the Fatfin Kolek maps, bro. If the AR is high enough, squares are farm patterns, dude. It's not always Atamad na Taiso.
True. Too bad there's no free mod in this tournament. I would hikey use a Tamano Taiso free mod. Maybe hidden later.
Do that for your favorite 2v2 or 3v3 or something, like.
Yeah. That was a scary square jump at the end, but Capo hit it, so good for you, bro. Good for you.
Cavo doable.
Alright, so next up we're going to move on to the Nomad 3, which is the tech map, and this is a really fun one. I thought this map wasn't hit-sounded, but it is.
The difficulty is named Crack. Is
yeah,
this
honestly,
Crack?
I mean, you kind of have to be on Crack to play this.
Okay, honestly, this is kind of sicko mode. Like, we've got those 1/3 zigzags, you know, lots of interesting cuts. It's not just like, oh yeah, 4s, 8s. It's like, you know, we'll just see stream accelerations for really short durations. So.
Although I do kind of like this map because it's very contrasting with the previous round's Nomad 3. This one's extremely structured, even if it has all these really difficult snap patterns.
I think just because of how dense it is, it feels a lot more. It feels a lot less RNG compared to the last one.
Yeah, and there's not as much slider aim in this one. Mostly it's about jump streams and snaps, really.
I see. Curious to see what's going to be hidden to complement this one though. 'Cause I'm sure that slider aim's gonna be somewhere, just maybe not here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Incredibly conventional music choice so far. Hey, at least Nomad 1 was not anime.
Yeah, that's really all we can hope for. Like that already like brings the song quality up by, you know, a lot. So.
Songs are fine as long as they're not cringe.
Okay.
Oh, missing the last 2 notes there, unfortunate, but that's a pretty brutal map to be totally honest.
Hey, look, you just got to be wary of those tech maps, man. Like, whew.
But what is a cringe song? I don't know.
I'm sure we'll find one. Like, you can't. There's no way you can make a pool without at least one of those, right?
VTuber? Oh crap! I spoiled it. All right. Anyways,
Is that really a
next-
spoiler? Like, come on, it's 2021. How are you not gonna have a VTuber map in a pool somewhere?
you be surprised when you find out who mapped it.
Oh boy.
All right, so here comes the alt map. This is actually a surprisingly old map. I don't remember exactly when this was uploaded, but it was definitely a while ago. Probably like 2016 or something.
Yep. I'm definitely like getting the old map vibes on this one. Like, I feel like this fits pretty closely to a lot of people's conventional definition of an alt map.
Yeah, and contrasting with the previous round, this map's AR is 9.8, so you're not gonna have to deal with the high density patterns of the previous round's Oko map, especially with its weird angles too. This one doesn't really make too many use of those weird angles.
Some interesting like jumpy patterns somewhere in between this though. It's like good mix of fast aim and flow aim. And I don't know. I think I'd prefer the higher density, you know, weird angles compared to some of this. Like, woo!
It's mostly preference. Some players will find this map easier than the previous rounds, I think, to be honest.
Oh no, that's definitely the case. Those are the like old map players speaking in me. So
I can't believe we're getting judged for our music choice, bro. Aren't we map poolers, not music poolers? If it were music poolers, I would like construct a banger bonanza of music nobody's heard before.
There's literally a tournament for that now, dude. It's called Banger Bonanza.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, that's you know, these days, you know, the stakes are higher, man. Like, it's just, you know, you got custom maps. It's like people want bangers every slot, like banger just overflow, like, you know.
Yeah, unless your name is Digital Hypno, then you put the Garfield Show into your map pool.
What? I no comments. No comments.
You're not a fan of Lasagna Core?
Lasagna Core? I don't think I get all these memes, I'm gonna be honest.
Garfield, man.
Alright. You know what? Sure. Okay, I got it.
When do we get VTuber Happy commentating, says Kimo.
What?
Bro, when are you gonna become a VTuber?
Probably never.
All right.
I don't know if I want an army of simps following me. You know.
True. Something kind of notable about the last portion of this map is that there are a lot of burst streams. I saw a quinch somewhere after a slider and also a 9-note stream, and this is 280 BPM, so there's a little bit of speed in there.
Yeah, I'd say aside from that last pattern there, it shouldn't be too bad, but watch out.
Possibly doable.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but they're there, but oof, that one is going to be a little tricky, I'd say.
All right, now that one's done, let me rack my head. What's No Mod 5 again? Is it a conventional song? Whatever. Let's just do it. I forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, it's Blankfield. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, we know this one. So, I've seen this map before. I think maybe not this particular difficulty, but one of the difficulties of this was used in a 1v1 earlier this year in Nick's Winter Cup.
Yeah, but this difficulty is quite different, if easier as well. What's interesting about this difficulty is that it's CS 4.7, so it actually has a little bit of precision in it too.
Yeah, definitely on the wonkier side. It's got a bit of an aim requirement where the speed requirement isn't really present, but there's definitely some speed requirement. You're gonna need to tap.
Yeah, and I will definitely say it's more speed reliant than the previous No Mod 5 that we used.
gotcha. I definitely want to see some of that though, because you know, my fingers are getting a little antsy watching this. So I'm just like, where's the speed? Like, let's give me the speed.
I mean, I would still say this is less aimy than the previous No Mod 5. Oh, at least has more tapping.
I gotcha. Alright. You will need to be able to hit a 16. Okay, couple quints. Yup. Okay.
He's happy.
Alright. Yeah. The thing is, it's definitely not stamina heavy, but it's nice to see a couple of streams here and there that just would otherwise block a couple of people that aren't fast enough to hit that. So
true. I mean, finger controlling on some of these bursts in conjunction with these kick sliders might be a little hard.
Just a bit.
Oh, okay, wait, No Mod 6. You guys have no idea what's coming for No Mod 6.
I don't even know what's coming. I had the sheet open, and, you know, I blanked my mind. Like, I saw the pool, I just thought, you know... Alright. Yeah, it seems definitely like a bit of a speed aim hybrid. Not like a pure speed sort of map, but its requirements are there.
You might see those later on.
Bursts. Yeah.
Alright, so that's that. No Mod 6, you guys are not ready for what No Mod 6 is. This one I totally just like dug out of my like friggin' depths of my beatmap folder. It's so beautiful. Let's just go. That's right, it's a parachute map. This is the AR9 CS6 linear aim map.
Oh my god. What have you done? What have you done? You know, alright, well, people are complaining about bangers, right? Any song enjoyers?
This is 7 stars. Also, anyone in the chat, please read Umineko.
Yep. This is, definitely an Umineko map. Oh my god, like, what? Why? Why?
I want this to be picked.
I'm dying on the inside here. But, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a wonky precision aim, like, sort of thing. I can't say I'm, like, it's definitely interesting. I mean, I made a map that is, weird kind of like this for No Mod 6 before, so I can't exactly say I'm opposed to this, but oh man, oh no, just oh my god, what do I see?
The interesting thing about this map is that like, if you actually play it, it actually doesn't feel that difficult, but because it's CS6, you just miss. You can miss on any pattern in this map. Like each pattern in a vacuum is not that hard. Anyone can like hit them. It's just that, can you hit all of them in one play? It's really difficult because sometimes you will just quite literally miss a slider end out of nowhere, and you have no idea why because the circle size is so small.
Yeah, combine that with AR9 at 105 BPM, which is mapped double BPM style. You're looking at overall higher density, and that higher density is definitely going to trip you up. There's also just like some of these like weird movements that you just cross the entire screen just to hit the next pattern. Is a huge focus test. Yep, focus test.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to see players who are actually willing to play this, because it would be really fun.
Yeah, this is very, very insane.
Nomad 6 Grand Final will be CS10. All right. Ahaha.wav to finish that one off. This is only round of 16, yeah. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the hidden pool. Hidden 1 is probably my personal favorite map in this entire pool, to be honest. It's so good. I just watch it.
I already see it, right? I just see the artist, right? Like, I can already see. I see the background too. I get it, man.
Lag Train is not the only song that Inabaku Mori has made.
So true.
Okay, but unironically, like there are so many modern Vocaloid artists that I think are mediocre, but Inabaku Mori is like not one of them. I actually really like Inabaku Mori compared to a lot of other Vocaloid artists.
Okay, hipster.
I don't know, I just like them, bro. Yeah, the other song is Lost Umbrella. Okay, shut up. But yeah, no, I really love this map. Kuyusu is a great mapper. It's so creative. This is like if you remember Skystar Cruel Clocks from like 2013. This is like a successor to that. It's the high BPM, awkward aim that's not really like Elvis style, but also like interspersed with sliders and rhythmic patterns. It's great.
Yeah, this is definitely a awkward aim map through and through. It's got a couple little reading bits like that stack part. If last weekend's matches were anything to see, it looks like some players will have issues with that. But yeah, otherwise pretty straightforward. It's awkward aim on hidden, very fast.
This is very much Elvis style, though. Okay, maybe it is.
It's kind of close. Kuyusu, I believe, is a Russian mapper. Russian mappers look to Elvis as their inspiration, usually. So, and I mean, why not, right? That's a quite unique style.
Some of these, also, like, it's kind of interesting with these triples and bursts, how they are, like, triangles and stuff. It's kind of funny. There's that annoying part in the near end. Yeah, I agree, but we can't really get them to change it. And I just love this map so much regardless.
Am I getting the map's spoilered for me? This is supposed to be sight read analyst. Like, woo!
We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, this is the stack part. Gotta know the rhythm. Oh yeah, this is probably the worst pattern in the map. Gotta practice that. Yeah, it's kind of RNG.
Oh man, you didn't do him like that with a 1/3 stream.
I mean, if we could nerf that pattern, we would, but we can't.
Non-custom map moments.
I believe the players are good enough to hit that.
Man, this is this is reminding me of Hippo Cup pool showcases. Like, we were just saying, oh yeah, Hippo Cup players are just built different, so they can just hit these patterns. You just don't miss. Like, that's how you play.
Luckily, it's relatively late in the map. Woo! All right. Yeah. So I mean, I still love that map regardless. I won't have it. If you guys don't like that map, I won't have it. Can't be arsed. Anyways. Alright, so on to Hidden 2. I don't remember too much about this map. Josh picked this one. This is definitely harder than the previous Hidden 2, though. Like, the previous Hidden 2 was definitely way easier. But now we have a real tick.
Yeah, well, it's just different in nature. I'd say that the other one was easier if you could play it, but overall I think gated more people out of it just because the other one had to do with, like, can you handle the density, right? Can you focus through the entire thing? And it's like, if you can, you don't really miss, and it just comes down to how well for the accuracy. This one is an aim map, right? When low AR maps get to be about the aim, you will get people missing randomly everywhere, right? So...
This map is everywhere? Okay, well, I didn't pick this one, okay? Don't blame me.
You need more low AR maps, but hey, at least this one's not CS5, ha ha ha. So...
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, okay, blame me for approving this. Okay, whatever.
Your fault, Legless. Gotta take it.
I think that's just signs I'm becoming a tourney player. I start recognizing maps. Yeah, imagine if you've been like that since like 2016. Gosh. I mean, if you think these picks are conventional, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait until you see the finals pool or grand finals.
They're not ready. They're not ready.
Yeah, they're really not. I mean, to be fair, those pools will have a lot of customs, so they won't be conventional anyways. So like, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is it's a map. It's low AR hidden. I wouldn't be surprised if this has been used a bunch because if it's like low AR hiddens that are good and tourney viable are hard to find at times.
I mean, to be totally fair, like, Phyto is a pretty good mapper, and I'm kind of surprised that he's just like a kind of a mapper that came out of nowhere that just started pumping out like really good low AR maps.
Yeah.
Oh, nice stream.
Oh man, that is... You know, I see streams on low AR hidden and I'm just like, oh no.
Vinx's all songs on Grand Finals custom.
So true.
Opinion?
That's like drenched program tier stuff right there.
I'm ready to, like, once I get better at producing music, I want to have music in custom Osu maps.
Oh man, I can't wait to map the IHNL songs. Woo!
Gosh, I don't even know what I would use an alias for freaking. Oh, nice squares. I love geometry.
Yep. All right, cool.
All right. So, Hidden 3 is an extremely difficult map. That's like not really much I can say other than that, to be totally honest. I think Josh told me that this was used somewhere else, but it's such a good map that I was like, you know what, let's just use it.
All right. Tochi map, Hard Rock 1. Yep.
Wait,
I
Tochi?
think I get the...
No. This is Nyarko.
I thought I saw the difficulty. No,
Apple screwed
okay.
up and spoiled HR1.
No. Okay. All right, Nyarko. All right, let's go. Damn. Okay, this is an interesting pick for a Hard Rock 1 then. Definitely a lot more of a like techie Hard Rock 1. I was expecting an aim map. Nope. No aim here.
Yep. This is 160 BPM. In many ways, very similar to our Nomod 3, but in other ways, not so much. Also, Doremi, if you're confused by like, oh, this is HD3 thing, our approach towards map pooling is generally that of like, we don't really like to assign slots to specific skill sets, except for maybe Nomod, but even then we like to bend the rules a bit.
Punch safe, I got you, bro. I heard you. But anyways, yeah, this is hidden, so not Hard Rock. So we'll talk about Hard Rock later. So Policia, recent featured artist. This map seems like a tech map through and through. You'll have to handle the weird stream aim and some 1/3. What it looks like.
Damn. Every rhythm game artist is now Osu featured as well.
Yeah, some of these streams are quite interesting. Some are pretty straightforward. Even the squares are kind of straightforward compared to the way some of these streams overlap on themselves.
Woo! Yeah, very difficult flow aim here, and also definitely more slider aim than in No 1-3.
Any 5 slider seers? I think I just saw a 5 slider in the middle of that slider dense section.
Why 5 slider enjoyers?
Yup.
All right, still no T-Paz FA. Yeah, I agree. Anyways, on to Hard Rock, to the pick that we spoiled. It's Nekomata Master, Despair of Elfaria. Pretty banger track, to be honest. 200 BPM jump map is pretty much the way to describe it. There's not much else to say.
Okay, yeah, okay. This makes a lot more sense. All right, yeah, Tochi Hard Rock. You know, it's like I get the picture here. Whew. So this is definitely another one where it's like Legolas, I start asking you about how the last sandwich you ate was and stuff, right? Like, cause you know, pretty straight. I expect this one to be pretty straightforward, right? Just DNB, bursty, like triples, and aim. Yep.
There are a couple interesting. There's a couple interesting slider patterns in this map, but otherwise not too much. Yeah, I was just pinged, and I was about to mention this, but thanks Cabo for mentioning this to me. But this replay is done by Chiv, and he literally FCs the map.
What? You're gonna just spoil it like that? Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Where's the content, man?
Screw you, bro. Anyways,
dude, I think you just got baited.
Anyways, yeah, no, like literally, FCing this map is like 500 PP if it was ranked. It'd be funny.
All right, well, if it's worth PP, it definitely works for Hard Rock 1, I'd say.
Yeah, true. Chiv is kind of cracked, bro. All right. Free mod. There's no free mod in this tournament. Is FM pool a thing for 1v1 tourneys anyway? Used to, not really anymore. Sometimes people do it, but not. It's not super often you see it anymore. But back in the old day, everyone did it. Mappool is a definitely Nekomata Master enjoyers. I agree. Okay. Dude, I don't know if any of you appreciate the actual like music theory genius of Neko. I have literally spent so much time recently like taking Nekomata Master songs and actually trying to analyze the chords, and it's so genius. It is so genius. Legit.
Wow. Well, I am breathtaken by your dedication to Nekomata Master. You know, we have a word for that. Simp. Yep.
Yeah, I simp for the guy.
Anyways, yeah, this is definitely a Hard Rock map. Hard Rock 1 through and through. I definitely did not see these jumps slow down, so it's like pretty good in that regard. The background is kind of sick, honestly. Like I'm more just appreciating the art in the background here.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the guy who does this art, but he's pretty well known. Overrated artist. I mean, okay, here's the thing. My favorite Nekomata Master music is like not his rhythm game stuff anyways. Like if you like listen to some of his actual albums like Crevice or Backdrops, and like those are like not rhythm game music, and those are like the best tracks in my opinion. That's Fancy Lad in the background. Yo, Fancy Lad in the background?
Yo, I could see it.
Do you guys have any advice for someone who's looking to get into map pooling? I have some stuff to say, but what's your opinion, Half?
Map pooling? Alright, just, be prepared for some work. Parse and analyze, player feedback. You want to factor it in, but you also have to factor in, like, where people are coming from with that. Don't get too discouraged by some of the flame, but you know, there's some things that people will want with that. Generally, universally people don't like diff spikes. Universally, people want like not pools that aren't super long. and people basically want to play their favorite skill sets
I hate
in a
RNG.
match.
Also,
So make sure, basically, you'll want to keep those three things in mind. It's just, and also the fourth one is people don't like to see the same map multiple times. So basically, go for similarity, try to represent everything, try to keep length somewhat in check, and also make sure the maps are fun. Yep, that's my advice.
okay, we don't have much. I want to move on soon, but I'll say a couple words. Uh, in my opinion, the number one, the number one rule of pooling is just like certain East Asian religions. Balance. You want everything to be balanced, as all things should be.
Perfect.
So you want to go through the maps and make sure that you have a pool that's balanced in, for example, all the specs that are important. Of course, you can bend the rules sometimes. For example, in later pools, in late stage pools, you can go a little bit more liberal on the BPM because at that point, no one cares. Um, And also, you want to make sure that length is balanced. You want to make sure that within each map, the difficulty is balanced as well. Again, diff spikes not so good, that kind of things. How do you decide which skills should be represented in pools in which ways? That's a dynamic thing based on the player culture of the time. It's actually quite interesting because back in the old day, um, there weren't as many skill sets. It's actually kind of funny. Oftentimes, you would find slots where you don't really know what to put, and you just put something else that's a little bit less represented. For example, HD1 would just be a conventional aim map or a conventional stream map instead of what we now know as awkward aim or anything like that. How do you make sure everything's balanced when you don't have your own
All
strengths
right,
and
all
weaknesses?
right.
That's just a skill.
Pop a legless. We do have to actually continue with the showcase,
All
my
right,
guy.
I'm sorry, people ask me questions.
Like,
Anyway.
I gotta stop you before you get too far, right? We can talk through some of these maps, right? And then I'll let you continue.
Anyways, we are on to the HR2 Dokudenpa, which is kind of an interesting pick because when you normally think of a precision HR pick, a 6.5, CS 6.5 pick, you usually think of like either a low BPM or an aim-oriented pick, obviously because circles are small. But this one's kind of interesting. It's more of a stream stamina and finger control map in the HR2 slot because that's kind of what's been not so represented in the pool so far.
Yeah, smaller circles, I can see them. I know that some people have issues seeing the smaller circles, especially when they get too small, but here, I can see them, all is good. Yeah. Skill set diversity, you're right, that has gotten a lot more important in the past couple of years, especially. So, I say the game's grown, so people learn how to play all the kinds of maps out there.
I don't know if you would call this. I don't know if you would call this conventional song choice because normally you don't associate DJ Sharpno with finger control or small circles.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting song, though.
What's open versus closed? Open is teams and closed is single player 1v1.
Not just that, right? Open's generally a lot bigger, right? So, I'll actually speak of this one. Omar Kamal, our the big guy that runs these tournaments, he is the host. He wanted a vision. He had a vision, right? So his vision is he wanted closed and open to contrast, right? Corsace Closed, right? Invitational tournament was the goal, although it just didn't end up happening due to scheduling constraints due to other projects. So instead, it's a lot more exclusive just by the nature of, it had a really grueling qualifier anyone could join. And then it's like, it had its own like play-in stage, which like the stakes were kind of high, right? You didn't, if you placed high enough, you got a free buy. If not, you had to like skip this pool. So
yeah,
that
we're
is
getting to the streamy part. This is the streamy part of the song, just so you know. I'm just saying that so we can keep up with what's going on.
Yeah, it is a streamy part. Good, streamy as all things should be. No, not really, but yeah. So closed is definitely like smaller, like more exclusive. You're kind of like we've had some really crazy players that just like didn't make it through, and it's not because those players weren't good. just because the level of play that it's in this tournament is so high. So open, on the other hand, right? We are, you know, it's big, so it's like it's harder to field teams for that, and it is going to be open for lots of teams. So that will be a bit of a treat for everyone.
As it turns out, closed will also be more of a chill space, you know.
Yeah, I'd say open's probably a bit more tryhard, just a bit.
But that doesn't mean we're not tryharding in our pool structure. Difficult stream there at the end, but it's the very last pattern in the map, so hopefully players don't choke too hard on that. At least failed scores count. At least one.
Yep.
You can't fail, but
I was about to say, man, failed scores count. That is very important tournament innovation in the past couple years. Man, we're getting old. We're getting old like this.
I remember when you lose by like team failing. Anyways, back to the actual pool. We're moving on to HR3. I also forgot. Oh yeah, it's the fast one. This is the HR 222 BPM map. Yeah, this pool's kind of on the faster side, but this one's kind of a really cool map because it's high BPM and it encompasses basically every skill. It has aim, it has speed, it has a little bit of tech with some sliders as well.
Yo, I know this song. This is a Corsace 2020 song, SMH.
Not the same mapper though, is it?
No, it's not. But anyways, yeah, this is just like a fast tech type thing. This is probably something that you would give to the Camellia enjoyers. So.
Well, there's not really any hard tech in this map. There are sliders, but there are no jump streams. None of the sliders are really too hard to aim. Nothing really stupid with repeat sliders or buzz sliders. So,
well, watch out.
Hard tech.
Some of the sliders are linearly, so you will have to hit linear jumps that are not quite obvious. So it will take a little bit of cursor control there. That hope you have it.
We originally had a different map in this slot that was way spicier, but it was way too hard and too spiky, so we replaced it with this.
Yeah, this one is spicy, alright.
Yeah, I expect quite a few players to probably go for this one. Some of those those quints have quite difficult spacing. Those might trip some players up. This is a single man 1v1 tournament. I remember when HP drain HR picks were a thing.
Oh my god, you're taking me back, dude. You're taking me back.
Yeah, one such tournament was one I actually faced against Half/Slash team in. And we lost the pick as well. Anyways.
Oh.
So.
Man.
All right, so now that the HR pool is done, we're going to be moving on to the DT pool. Some very fast maps in this one. I think this pool overall is quite a very high BPM pool, but I'm not going to apologize for that. All right, so DT1 is a certified classic, certified hood classic.
Oh man, this is. Whew.
This one, remember the free 450 PP map of 2013?
Oh my god, like, am I gonna have to cart you around in a wheelchair? Like, these are some ancient picks, dude. Yeah, this is a classic. Like, everyone knows the map. We don't even need to say anything on this one. Like,
anyone who's played this game like since like 20 freaking.
You may as well go back to talking about in advice for map pooling again. Like, this is the map to do it on. Like,
unironically,
right.
This map might be the easiest map in the pool.
Yeah, probably. Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? It does have some speed requirement in it. You have consecutive triples. That is a little bit of a gate for some of the people for DT1s. But it's only 260, right? It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, although 260 is a higher BPM than most players are used to when it comes to DT1s. Yeah,
it's something, that's for sure.
I will say this map is like, unironically, the easiest map in the pool. But I would still say it's harder. It's harder than the qualifiers DT1. So there's that.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. I thought my brain was lagging there.
Yeah, that definitely happens all the time.
Well, I don't know about all the time, but...
Alright, not much we could really say about that one. Trev just got himself a free 450 PP.
Yep.
Ugh. Anyways, on to DT2, which is the more interesting speed pick. This one's honestly like way harder in my opinion, but you know, whatever. Look at those linear jumps. This is an AR8 263 BPM map with quite a few bursts and streams and linear jumps.
This is like a Josh map. There's no way this isn't a Josh map.
These are 2012 jumps.
There's no way this isn't a Josh map. Tell me, Legless. This is a Josh map, right?
Actually.
Okay, this is cracked, bro. Like, I'm seeing this script.
Josh picked Diamond, and I was like, that's a good meme. We're using it.
Okay, yeah, this is a DT2, all right. 263 though, that is spicy. So I can see that a lot of it is compensated because these bursts seem to be like the longer streams seem to be kind of isolated between each other. So stamina is not a big factor for this DT2.
A lot of interesting linear jumps as well.
Yeah, I'd love me some AR8 DT though. I have a feeling we're gonna see some pretty good plays on this one. Song's a banger too.
Red Alice.
All right, I see those doubles
Very
though.
banger.
Like, whew, that's gonna trip some people up.
Yeah, for sure.
When they get this fast, it kind of gets a little insane, but it's also kind of isolated, so you can kind of memorize that tap there. Bigger issue is, can you aim those streams while tapping at 263 BPM, right? You got the speed, it's definitely something you can do.
Ho-ho.
Yeah,
Is
solid.
this custom? No.
No, that's not custom.
Not even close.
There's mapping today that can replicate that kind of style that well.
Yeah, honestly true, yeah. That kind of map was never meant to be DT'd back when it was mapped too, so you know.
No
Anyways.
way.
So the next map is kind of a semi-custom. You might recognize it because it was meant to be an OWC, but it was eventually scrapped from OWC. It wasn't. It was rejected essentially. So I did see this in a different tournament recently, but not as a DT pick. So anyways, let's go on and see it. Yep, Lucent Mermaid Girl.
Yo, I played this in a tournament recently, except it was in Hard Rock.
Yeah, exactly. It was the same tournament. It was Bamboo Cup. I mean, it was a pretty good Hard Rock pick. I liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, I couldn't really play it, so... I mean, I tried, but it was kind of hard.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard map. So yeah, kind of classic finger control map. 225 BPM, at least 225 BPM for the most of the map.
Yeah, this is kind of
Slow
like
down.
your finger control, burst competency sort of pick, I think.
Yeah, and this middle section here is a slowdown that gradually builds the BPM back up to 225, so a real accuracy strainer with some 1-3 patterns thrown in as well. Boy Next Door. Some of the patterns in the last chorus are really difficult, like these 1-2 streams.
Hey, it's not Hard Rock, it's fine, they can aim these.
Yeah, true. You can cheese those. Anyways, so now we're done with the entire pool, and it is on to a very interesting tiebreaker because it's a custom tiebreaker, the first one in the tournament. And it slaps. It kind of slaps, honestly. Let's
Oh,
get
okay.
it.
I was like wondering. He's like, hey, where are the customs in this round, Legless? So
This is the only one, actually.
saved it for the very end. I got you. I got you.
Epica, the cosmic algorithm.
Oh my god.
Mordred and Captain 1, difficulty anime map.
Oh my god, bro. This is so epic.
So I mean, I would say this map has, it's on the lower BPM side for such a difficult tiebreaker. I mean, it's 192 BPM, which is pretty standard, but for something this difficult, not often seen. But you can see this map has a lot of aiming and streaming. Probably the only thing that's really missing is hard tech, but otherwise it has every skill set.
Not but doable. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I mean, it's a 1v1 tournament.
It's not but doable, bro. That's
unfortunate.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, we got some pattern aim, lots of pattern aim, like big pattern aim actually. We got streams, like, what else do you need at this point, right? It's like, jumps aren't super comfy, it's not just like No Mod 1, the tiebreaker, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Lots of linear jumps that are just, like, guaranteed to trip you up if you're really nervous. This is the map. You will get absolutely, this is like almost to a T the definition of anti-shake map. You will like get totally screwed if you shake hard on this map.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, yep. That's an anime map, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna farm PP from this one. Just
okay,
don't
look. I mean, this is something you would farm. Let's be honest.
Yeah, if I had functioning hands, yeah.
Close enough, bro.
To be totally fair, this is 100% something I would farm.
This is the legless method.
Whew. Couple of tricky 1/6s there too, synced in time with the song.
Yeah, alright. There's not really too much. It looks like it more or less repeats, right? You know,
very
cool
good
jumps,
song.
Cool patterns. Yeah, song's a banger. Mappers are vibing. Like, what else do you want, man? Like,
well, the bridge will bring some variation because you know it's a bridge and not a chorus. Here we see the intertwining of different skill sets. The triple spam time.
alright, but that slider, bro. Like, that was probably the weirdest slider I've seen in the entire map.
Who cares? It's just a slider.
That's okay.
Ooh, brutal jumps. Oh, look at those linear jumps.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that causes a miss. Yep. Rip that one. Yeah. Don't do that, by the way. Oh man, like these jumps, they just don't let up, right? Like normally I'm like, oh yeah, it's a jump map, it's gonna be easy, right? No, this is a jump map and it's not easy. You know, you got some streams too, like.
Where is the 1-5 snap? I am sleeping. yeah, try doing that with this map.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that. Like, I don't think you want any more than what's already going on here, right? I mean, you could do that, right? But it's only round of 16. We gotta ease people in.
Yep. This is just brutal. This is just like cruel to anyone with nerves.
Oh man, the flowing jumps. Yup. Gotta love them. Any stream aimers though, like that last part, you know, we actually saw the spacing not overlap, so
All right. So that's the map pool. Overall thoughts on the map pool. I believe that it's quite speed oriented, although it kind of makes up for the play-ins pool not being so much into the speed camp, right? Um, Oddly enough, there's not as much stamina oriented things except for the tiebreaker. So I don't know if like tiebreaker really patches up the weaknesses in other parts of the pool, but that's just my thoughts in it.
yeah,
Saying it's only
I definitely think I don't see too much stamina. There's some speed. There's definitely some speed gating though. So I mean, that's you will also need aim though. I don't think like any of the speed stuff is free. So
Yeah, absolutely not. You need to be on top of your game to do well in this pool. And I guess that's kind of the point of this pool. However, something that's quite interesting about this pool is that um, the way that the bracket system works, even players who lose in the play-in round, um, even players who have lost in the play-in round are not out. They actually have a losers bracket, but the play-in and the round of 16 winners brackets losers both face each other. So the play-in's losers actually don't play this pool. Um, they get a break this week, and they don't need to play this pool at all. However, the top 8 from qualifiers and the winners of the play-in matches will be playing this pool. I just got back from lunch. How based is the pool? This is an extremely based pool, and a dangerously based pool, if I must add.
all right, bro. Okay,
Ingling
well,
redeemed. Give the streamer some coffee.
okay. Now, what I'm gonna go give the streamer is mandated 16 hours of sleep. Like this guy, I don't remember when the last time he slept is. So it's time for him to go. All right.
Cavo's dead AF. He needs to go to sleep. So,
Yeah, it's just like, all right. Any closing thoughts there, Legless, or?
not too much. That should be good. I guess it's time to sign off then.
All right. This was Half Slash and Legless signing off. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the pools.
See you next week when